All right, guys. I've been taking a break from making basketball videos, making videos for a little bit. Just I had my reasons. Um, but as you guys know, the Longhorns this February went undefeated, had 8 games in a row that they won, playing the best basketball we had all season. Knocking off Kansas State in Kansas State, beating Oklahoma here at home, and really pushing forward. To getting ourselves a #1 seed and solidifying a spot for the Big 12 regular season championship. And I wasn't gonna make a video. I was kind of gonna wait till near the end of the regular season to make a video talking about them. But I felt that this one needed to be talked about. Us losing, as many of you already know, losing in Lubbock to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Um, this is not. This is why I like basketball. It's not devastating. This doesn't ruin our season. We have our season is in our hands. It's still there. We still hadn't lost that. I'm more disappointed than I am, mad or devastated or anything like that. It's just because it seemed like the execution was terrible throughout most of the game. Pretty much, yeah, most of the game really. They were doing a really good job of defense on the inside. We couldn't get a lot of layups and dunks at the first of the game, but we're having wide open threes, and those are shots that Abrams and Ashley knocked down all the time. But tonight they couldn't do it. Man, we were hitting the iron nonstop. Augustine the same way, and I was proud of this team by the way we fought at the end. We had a shot. We were down by 12, 14 points with 2 minutes left, and we could have cashed it in and just be like, all right, we're gonna lose, fine. This team didn't do that. This team kept fighting, and came up short. DJ Augustine was a beast, and he proved to me more that I really do think that he's going to stay this coming, next season for the Longhorns. I'm not going to sit here and say he's a loser if he doesn't, because you got to do what you got to do. But I think he loves it here. I heard an interview where he talked about saying that he's not thinking about the NBA. He's thinking about the Texas Longhorns, and as of right now, he's coming back next year. That stuff can change. If it does, hey, we love the guy. And today he fought hard, especially that last 2 minutes, fighting inside, getting the layups that he had to. That was when the inside started to open up when they're trying to defend the three. I felt Rick Barnes did a good job today. I felt he was part of the reason we were able to bring it so close and give us a chance at the end to shoot a three to tie it. Just some of the guys weren't listening. Gary Johnson, he came in, he got that big and one to help us out, but he also had a brain fart out there when he fouled the guy. When we didn't need to foul at the time. And Barnes was yelling, don't foul, don't foul, don't foul. We're only down by 2. We get a stop. It's just a one-possession game. It's like 40 seconds left. And he causes the foul, and it kind of puts us in a bind. We're still not out of it, but it kind of put us in a bind there. We kept fouling. I don't remember his name. Gosh, some white kid, I can't remember his name. He shoots free throws real well. I don't know anybody on Tech's team. Tech's not good this year. They really aren't good. But they came to play. They got their butts whipped by A&M at A&M. And they came in fired up at home to, knock us off, knock off Texas. And they did. Rushed the court, had a big old time. They're not going anywhere. That team's not going anywhere. And they know that. But, hey, you got a highlight of your season, knock off, one of the top teams in the Big 12, top teams in the country, number 5 in the nation. We won't be that come Monday. I think we'll probably drop to 8 or 9 since they're unranked. So, a lot of teams, UNC and Duke and Georgetown had some close games today, but they all pulled them out. UNC ended up, winning by 10. So it is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and say, we needed this loss or something. Maybe it will help us out. Maybe it won't. Like I said, regular season stuff. I just want my teams to do well in the playoffs. My team seemed to do well in the regular season and then choke in the playoffs. I don't think this Longhorns team is going to do that. I think this Longhorns team is going to make a true push to win that national title. But it's about Big 12 right now. KSU's playing Kansas tonight. If KSU wins, then this doesn't affect anything in the Big 12 standings. But Kansas is at home, and Kansas knows we've lost. So I do think Kansas will win tonight. But still, always, hook 'em horns, Texas fight. We still got a great group of guys here that can pull off the championship. We're going to drop games here and there. One loss does not hurt you in basketball. We'll be fine, guys. So I'm disappointed, and it really kind of let my Saturday down a little bit with Dolzell getting hurt in the game today and Texas losing. But I'm okay, guys. Texas is okay, and we'll be fine this season. So, hook 'em horns, guys. See you guys later.